Thank you, everyone, for being here and supporting a clearly worthy cause. And I'd also like to personally thank Ricardo and his entire team for putting on clearly a world-class event. Very briefly, the background that brings me here today, I started with an economics degree. I then was honored to be a Harvard-trained neurosurgeon. And for the last 25 years, I've run my family office and a traditional long-short hedge fund. And that's given me the greatest opportunity to be impactful on the global stage. My passion for the Middle East began 3 decades ago when I got to live with the royal family of Saudi Arabia. I got to live with them for a pretty considerable period of time here in the States. And shortly thereafter, I met my dearest friend, Manzar Harani, who many in the people in the room know. Indeed, I've spent so much time with Manzar and his family that I am certifiably at least half Lebanese. There's hardship throughout the Middle East, and I'm so intimately aware with the problems in Lebanon, and I don't want to be dismissive of that. The microeconomic and political problems are severe, and I know that. But what I want to highlight is the incredible macroeconomic opportunity for the Middle East and how everyone in this room can support it and nurture it, getting back to our panelist discussions. You may or may not have heard of the Fourth Industrial Revolution, but it is here, it's growing, and in my opinion, it belongs to the Middle East. Prior industrial revolutions have strongly favored Western countries because they required large capital expenditures, they required brick and mortar structures and infrastructures. Simply put, the rich became richer. The Fourth Industrial Revolution is different. It's the great equalizer. It has the potential to elevate all countries. The secret is to be visionary in terms of approaching it. Why does the Fourth Industrial Revolution favor the Middle East? It's a long list, but the first is just the unique nature of the revolution. As stated earlier, there's no need for complicated infrastructure. There's no arbitrary geographic barriers that we've heard spoken of today. Today, you can work for Microsoft, you can work for Siemens, you can do that from Riyadh, you can do it from Marrakesh. It's amazing. Further favoring this opportunity for the Middle East is the decentralization of technology hubs. Silicon Valley is no longer everything. Now there's Boise, Idaho. There's Austin, Texas. And I believe that Cairo, Beirut, should be the next. This is a huge opportunity that exists. It relates to the next trend favoring the Middle East, which is demographics. You can take demographics and think of it in a negative or a positive, half empty or half full glass. It's understandable. Half of the population of the Middle East is under 24. And there's lots of issues of how to get this population educated and ultimately employed. However, to quote Einstein, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Think about it. The youth are the natural early adopters of technology. The youth are the natural progenitors of the Fourth Industrial Revolution. And that is what I see is the glass fully full, not half full. It's an incredible opportunity for the Middle East. So that's the opportunity. It's huge. And now the action points. The action points start with the governments. The governments, I call on anyone here who's able to influence governments to do it in this way that sponsors the efforts in the Middle East for the Fourth Industrial Revolution. The good news is there are already sizable efforts throughout the Middle East that are emphasizing education, infrastructure, and importantly, 5G, which is another key component leading to this Fourth Industrial Revolution. Saudi Arabia is at the vanguard of this with their 2030 vision campaign. The UAE has a Million Arab Coders initiative going on. It's all out there and it's all happening, which is great, but the governments clearly need to do more. In addition to the governments doing more, and what I would most advocate to, particularly as relates to these discussions this morning of the panelists, is that we need to get individually involved. And what a pleasure it is that I'm looking at what I believe is the solution, the ability to fill this cup, which is the diaspora of the Middle East. My plan of action for this esteemed crowd: initiate and support education and training in the Middle East. You've heard about funds going elsewhere. They need to be, all of us need to direct these funds directly to the Middle East. It's also the beauty of the fourth industrial revolution, because all of these people who are way smarter than me can inject themselves directly into the Middle East with technology today without traveling, and those talents can be distributed fairly throughout the Middle East. Coding academies, schools, professor endowments. This is where I believe your efforts and your capital will have the greatest impact and the highest return on investment. There are a number of these initiatives already in place, so you can either learn about them and support them or start your own. I don't want to get granular in all the things that are going on. There's so many programs out there trying to initiate this. My recommendation is get involved. Second, support the Middle Eastern talent with your time and your capital. The amount of knowledge in this room that can advance those people in the Middle East who don't have access daily to the people of Silicon Valley is just such an incredible opportunity. Angel investing, venture capital, private equity. The diaspora has a unique ability and talent to invest and recognize this talent on the ground. We've heard about the music streaming service that's listed on the NASDAQ. We've got TAKREEM, we've got Sook being acquired at multi-billion-dollar valuations. This is happening real in the Middle East, and that opportunity actually is budding and should be embraced. A unique option, again, speaking to the people in this room, is through your engagement with boards, whether they be charitable or non-charitable. By example, I sit on the board of the Christopher Reeves Sub-Foundation, and we are actively using the funds from the foundation to invest these resources in a venture capital-like way. And we do this toward causes that are important to us, and importantly, we're hoping to grow the endowments as we do this. So my advice, use your influence to direct this capital to the Middle East, and I think it's obvious that one recipient of this to be considered is, of course, TAKREEM, who's trying to do many of the things that we're speaking of. My family foundation relies on an economic model to maximize the impact and return on investment. There are multiple studies, economic studies, that demonstrate clearly the high return on investment of investments in technology, and particularly as relates to the velocity of the dollar. Not to get off on the weeds, but the velocity of the dollar expresses the multiplier effect of your invested capital. The higher your velocity, the greater the impact. And technology has the highest velocity available for your dollar. For these reasons, our foundation is committed to developing technology in Morocco at this time, and our intention is to spread throughout the Middle East. We don't diminish the need and the value of humanitarian aid, but rather we're pretty sure that this approach leads to an exponential return on our investment and ultimately a game-changing outcome. So in conclusion, the fourth industrial revolution is here, and it strongly favors the Middle East. We all need to do our part to make sure that the Middle East leads the way in this revolution. Nothing could clarify this opportunity better than Bill Gates when he was asked what competitor keeps him asleep at night, keeps him awake at night, And he said, they asked him, is it Intel? Is it Apple? And he said, no, it's two kids in a garage. The Industrial Revolution is here. We can, we should, and we must make sure that that garage and those two kids are in the Middle East. Thank you.